Honestly, this comment made me laugh because I feel like the majority of the crushes that I had from like elementary school, middle school, high school, all went on to be unrequited. There was a little boy that I had met in the first grade who I was so excited when I saw him because he was the first little black boy that I met that wasn't related to me. And instantly my brain was like, I love him. I love him. I love him. And I was just enamored with everything that he was from, again, first grade until like junior, almost senior year of high school. And I think about this a lot now and wondering if I actually liked him as a person or if I just liked him because, again, he was the first little black boy that, I had met that wasn't related to me at all. I mentioned that I went to predominantly white schools, which means that the majority of the people there to crush on were white boys. And I quickly realized that there was almost no point in even investing in any emotional energy into that because it was never going to be reciprocated. It just wasn't. Fast forward, I get into high school. I think, the likelihood of romance coming my way would be a little bit better only because, districts were combined at that point. There were more kids at the school. That means there were going to be more black kids around. My odds were going to go up, right? Wrong. Prime example was prom. So I had mentioned that, again, there were a lot of really beautiful girls that I saw dateless, a lot of beautiful black girls who were there alone. And it was because our brothers, our black peers, our black counterparts were on dates with girls of other races. And it was one thing to not be liked by the white boys. That, again, that felt kind of like a given. But to realize that your own, skin folk, right, didn't even want you, well, that'll do something to your psyche. I had a boyfriend very briefly, who went to a different school, and that's a horror story for another time. But the majority of my high school experience was spent alone, unrequited. I didn't really start getting any play until I got to college. And that was its own set of stuff that we can unpack at another time.